Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading today here at Mad World Tarot. And this reading with the Rebel Heart Tarot is about a wild tale that Lady C told a few videos ago about Meghan's belief that she will one day be head of state. And apparently, this is the bongo drums, have been beating and have been telling Lady C that Meghan's been going around telling people that she will one day be Queen of England and head of state, President of the United States. I'm not sure how she imagines she's going to get both, but apparently this has been foretold, it's been predicted. The stars are aligned, the cards tell her this, and this is her fate, her destiny. It's going to happen. She believes it emphatically, and this is what she has been telling people. She still has ambitions to run for president, and she believes that she will one day be Queen of England. We know that she allegedly was heard to say just one plane crash away. So we're going to have a look at this. Now, she's not the only one to go to fortune tellers. Fergie did, probably still does. Diana did. And so it's not surprising that she has been told something like this and that she has absorbed it and believes it, allegedly. We're going to test it. We're going to ask how emphatically she believes this narrative and where it came from. We're going to ask about president. Is she really still thinking that she could run, and how would it go? Queen, does she really believe that she could one day be queen, and how will that go? And then Harry. I want to know how much Harry believes this, how important this was in their marriage, this idea that he was marrying a woman of destiny. The stars had foretold would, rule the world, co-rule with him, and how comfortable he is with the idea of her being in those positions of power now. And the reason I'm asking that particular question is the previous reading, the one I've just done, about the shift in the balance of power in their marriage. Previous reading, Meghan in a state, clutching onto the hairspin, and there was very clearly a shift of power in the marriage that came through in that reading that I had felt energetically before I did it, the reading, and it just showed up in the reading, and it showed up very, very clearly in the reading. So that's what we're looking at now, Meghan as head of state. And we are needing to remind you, it's tarot for fun and entertainment. It is all my opinion, all wild speculation. I read energy on strange tales like this, rumors and speculation. And of course, there is a disclaimer in the box below. Rebel Heart Tarot, what's going on with Meghan of Montecito? Queen of England, President of the United States. Stranger things have happened, but I think if either of those things happened, I think we would quite welcome the aliens or whatever. The end times could definitely happen, or might be a sign. Page of Wands, messaging, chatter. It's interesting that it's a bookshop, and you know what it tells me, this little Page of Wands here, that our little Page of Wands has been chatting. She was at that bookshop, the grandmothers or godmothers or whatever it's called, that she sort of promoted whenever they opened. It was a year ago or so. And Emily Chang interview for Bloomberg was part of it, was there. I think that some of the chatter about this was told there. That is just my speculation. It's just an energy hit with that Page of Wands. But it's messaging, it's chatter, it's telling people this is what I believe. Now it's a form of manifesting as well. If you believe emphatically, it's very new agey kind of energy, and we know she's into that kind of thing. If you believe it, if you act as if this is true and it is already happened, then it manifests, and it does happen. And of course, if she's losing power and influence in Montecito and in Hollywood, and she goes around and she starts with this, it gives her another kind of bow to her arrow, so to speak, with that Page of Wands, something new to spin. And of course, because of her contacts, her royal adjacency, and the Obamas and the Clintons and all the rest of it, people are going to sit up and take notice when she starts saying these things. That's how I'm reading that Page of Wands. So let's look heart of this reading. And there we have the King of Swords. Politics, there it is. Absolutely. This is people, powerful people, and as long been speculated, she has backers, she has people who helped her get to where she got to, and there they are, the King of Swords. Those are the strategizers, the planners, the people with the power and influence, the people who have long-range planning abilities, the people with the connections that can insert her into this kind of position. It's a bit scary, that King of Swords. It's chilling, it's dark energy. This is quite a dark tarot. This Rebel Heart tarot is very strategic, it's very powerful, it's got no feelings, it's got no emotions, the King of Swords. If it wants to achieve something, it will jolly well achieve the thing for its own purposes, not for the good of the world. Let's get that energy very clearly across. That's what's coming through that from that King of Swords card for me. So how emphatically does she believe this narrative? And what we've been told, King of Wands, absolutely. Very powerful card. It's her energy. She's normally Queen of Wands, fire sign woman, but now it's King of Wands. And King of Wands, simply it's the energy shift from actress, manifestor, leading lady kind of an energy to a more powerful role, more charismatic, more a leadership role than look at me, aren't I hot? That's the change in energy from Queen, for me reading this tarot reading now, to King of Wands. She believes absolutely that she's born to rule. King of Wands, to be the most popular person on earth, very powerful, very dynamic, change the world kind of energy. People will rise up and follow her, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, but that's the energy that's coming through. Where does this come from? Let's just see. It's obviously fortune tellery kind of a stuff. I just want to get a sense of it. I've got Knight of Cups in reverse. A strange hit for me, because it's, as I say, she's clearly had some kind of fortune tellery thing go on there. She probably frequents fortune tellers, and I say this as a tarot reader, so I'm not dissing her for doing that. But the Knight of Cups in reverse is an interesting energy for me, and I'm going to say the energy hit that has come through for me, and this is my opinion, and it's allegedly, is Marcus. He reads very often for me as Knight of Cups. This is her one true connection. We haven't seen him for a while, don't know where he is, but he's the kingmaker in this connection. He's the one that somehow got her through the Soho House network, got her to Harry and got her married and got her into California and got her networking there. He's very connected. He's very tapped in. I think he's one of those touchy-feely kind of guys, and people probably confide in him, and he knows all their secrets and all their whatevers. I think he's the one that's pushing this still, and might still sit her down when she's sobbing and drinking her entire stash of rosé and tell her, don't worry darling, you were born to rule and I will make it happen for you, bearing in mind that we've got a King of Swords lurking over there, quite a sinister looking one, don't you think? Just a little hit of King Charles and that King of Swords. I'm just going to say a little hit, tiny little hit. Those of you who really loathe and despise him and think the worst, that's for you. Okay, let's move on to President of the United States. Does she still fancy her chances? Is she still committed to running? Is it still in her plans? Yeah. Death card in reverse, absolutely. She hasn't given up yet. There she is. That's very vividly her. It could almost be a political poster. But that's her. Very, very vividly. Death is letting go, giving up, transforming, letting go of a bad idea. It's in reverse, not letting go, not giving up, even though everything is pointing against it. And I think her moment has gone. She was, BLM and the whole woke thing. That was the wave that she rode. That wave has crested, it's crashed. It's swamped some people, and there's a huge backlash to it now. She's still determined. She hasn't let go of this idea. And it's major arcana, so it's a big thing that she's clinging on to. Today's theme seems to be Meghan clinging on to things, whether it's her marriage or her presidential ambitions. Chances of ever succeeding at this. I've got the Four of Wands, and I hate to tell you, but it's the happy home. It's possible. It's possible with that energy of Four of Wands, because that card in traditional Rider-Waite has the White House in it, and a celebration kind of an energy and success. It's very successful. So even though she's going against the tide with this idea that she could still go for it, there is still a potential outcome in there that she could ultimately achieve that goal. With these backers, with this network that's in here, with the self-belief, it's a hint of a possibility in there. Big breath. Big breath. It's the first time that I've got a kind of yes energy to this. And it might just be coming through as a yes because she's losing other possibilities. I don't know. Let's move on to the Queen thing. Her belief that she could one day be Queen. How strong is that? What does she think about? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Strength card is her card, Leo card. It's a royal family card. It's powerful. It's confident. It's born to rule, Leo energy. Absolutely, yes. She believes this is her destiny. This is what she's born to do. Chances of this ever happening. A lot of terrible things would have to happen. King of Cups in reverse. He's in her way, the King of Cups. He's in her way. And that is Prince William's energy. He's blocking it. And the only way that this would happen is, as I say, if any number of terrible things had to happen to that King of Cups and his entire family and the world. But it's interesting that that King of Cups is showing up in reverse, Prince William, which to me means that he is blocking her with every fiber of his being. But he knows it. He knows that this is what she wants. And I can't tell you what chilling energy is in this card and how this King of Cups knows it and how he's pushing. But he knows it because it's empath energy, cups, sensitivity, sort of intuition, psychic abilities as well. He knows it. He knows that she's hoping for his downfall. That's what she wants. This is the scary one for me. It's not big scary because it's only Four of Wands. It's not major arcana. Let's make that clear. And in this Death card in reverse, I think that she's just going against the flow with this notion that it's still possible. She really is manifesting this very powerfully. I can feel it vibing energetically here for me, actually. So, Harry. How much did he buy into this as part of the marriage? Judgment in reverse. This is an era of judgment. Falling for something. I'm getting being misled, because judgment is about your decision making. Your literally about your ability to judge and how you are judged as well. And I think that he was very invested in it when she first entered his life, and he believed this, and she said, oh, I've been to this whatever fortune teller or psychic or astrologer or whatever she went to, and this is what they've told me. And okay, I'm going to believe that against my better judgment. How does he feel now that he's getting himself back into ascendancy in the relationship, and he believes, I personally think, that he has a shout at the top job in the UK. I know. So many want that top job. It's scary. So many in California seem to want it. How does he feel now about Meghan's ambitions? And that would put him in a submissive kind of a place. Not so keen. The moon, and it's in reverse. He's not falling for it so much now. Lovely depiction of the moon, this. It's in reverse. The moon is being confused, being led astray by your subconscious projection, not judging correctly, a lot of shady stuff going on, but it's in reverse. He's starting to see things differently, and I keep getting this, and I know I keep saying this, and I've been saying this now for well over a year. Harry's beginning to get a clue. He's very slow, so the clue is going to arrive very, very slowly. But the clarity is just beginning to come through for him, and I think it's because of his own ambitions and his own sense of self-importance, because the moon is all that shadow stuff, and he's not willing to hand over that authority to her anymore. I also think he's no longer convinced that she's Mummy Diana. She was Mummy Diana here. Second coming energy. Here comes Mummy Diana. I wanted to talk about it before, but I wanted to see what this card said. That Judgment card in reverse is, this is Mummy Diana's time to shine. She was thwarted. She should have been queen. And now Meghan can be queen. I'm going to be king. She's going to be queen. He's not that convinced anymore with this moon in reverse. And of course, it's secrets coming out. It's shady stuff that they have both done, or she has done. Things that go bump that might be exposed. He's not buying into this anymore. He's not buying into it, but he did. And very powerfully, and I think very powerfully because of Mummy Diana. Very, very, very. Want to watch over here, and he has to watch his back, because this level of obsession, I'm surprised Devil didn't show up in this reading. Very surprised. But she's not done yet, at least in her own self-belief. The cockroach narrative again. Someone needs to get their shoe out and start bashing. That is my reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.